seventh graders. My name is Mrs. Painter, and today I'm going to be showing you how to subtract integers. The first thing I want you to think about with subtracting integers is that it's very similar to adding integers. We're just going to be adding technically just one extra step, and that step kind of has a trick to it. It's like a mathematical trick that maybe like an algorithm or just a way of remembering it. We call it keep, change, change. So let me show you how it works first. So subtracting is the same thing as adding the opposite, opposite meaning the opposite sign. So all we're going to have to do is kind of add the opposite. So that brings us to the keep, change, change. So the keep part is where it says add. We're going to keep that first integer the exact same, but because we're going to be changing it to the opposite, we're going to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign so that we can turn it back into addition. But that means that we also have to change the last integer from whatever sign it is to its opposite or its additive inverse. So that's the keep, change, change rule. And then once we've done that step, the keep, change, change, we're simply going to apply the addition rules that we already used in our previous lessons. So let's take a look at an example. So we've got -9 minus 4. So this is a negative subtracting a positive number. I'm going to bring in the rules just for good measure so that we can walk through this a little bit slow to get you guys to understand. So when we say keep, change, change. So the first number we have here is -9. So we're going to keep -9. I'm just going to rewrite it, -9. Then the next step says to change. So our change means we're going to change this minus sign to a plus sign. So notice that up top it's a negative or a minus, and below it's a positive or a plus. And finally, we're going to change this last number of 4. So because it doesn't have a sign in front of it, it's technically a positive. So a +4, the additive inverse or the opposite sign of +4 would be -4. And just so it doesn't get confusing, I'm going to put it in parentheses since it's right next to that plus sign. So we now have an addition problem, which we're capable of doing already because we've got a -9 plus a -4. So we're just going to apply those addition rules. So if we think about their signs, we've got a -9 and a -4. So because they're the same sign, we're going to add those two numbers together. So when I add 9 plus 4, I'm going to get 13. And because both of them are negative, -9 and -4, I want to keep this as a negative. So the answer is -13.